Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could take
Hello, everyone. My beauties. What's today? Happy Saturday. No, wait, shit. Happy Thursday. You guys want to know why I think it's Saturday? It's because my kids they're off until after Monday. They don't go back till Tuesday, so they're home. I'm getting way too ahead of myself, but I never know what day it is anyway. So how is everyone? I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Yeah. Yeah. Friday. Technically it's going to be Friday at midnight. Okay. It's so good to see you guys. I've missed you. I have. How long has it been? It's only been a couple days, but I just love you guys so much. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Today is going to be more of like a fun live. I'm only going to be talking about Katie versus a couple creators because I think it's good to take it back, since Katie likes to take shit back and hold people, to her non-existent standards because she doesn't have any standards of her own. Since she likes to go back and talk about other people's past, let's bring up her past. I thought that'd be a good idea today. And this is going to be like a series. And it has to be a series because Katie has gotten into it with almost every creator here on YouTube. Okay. So if you're new here, my name is Teaya Symone. Welcome. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. And we do commentary and sometimes makeup, which we will be doing makeup tomorrow. So I hope you guys had an amazing day. Yesterday was my son's birthday. He turned 12 and we celebrated today because he gets out of school late. So we decided to celebrate today. So it's been a busy day. That's probably why I didn't know what day it was. But he's 12 now. He's growing up too fast, you guys. Goes too fast. So just cherish time with your kids. Just spent like $50 on those stupid V-Buck things on what do you call it? Minecraft. Because that's really what he wanted. And then he wanted a, what do you call them? It's a computer. It's not a computer. A keyboard because of the clicking noise. I don't know. Whatever. Thank you guys. I will tell him that you guys said that. He's a wonderful little boy. He really is. You guys will see him one day on here. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. So let's get started. Say hi to everyone. Hey, Koala Lover, Anita, Christina, Jersey. Hi, Llama Girl. Hey, Jenny Lee. Hey, Anita. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Sparkle. Hey, Jujubee. Rizzo's wife. Mingo. Brenda. Always good to see you. I love the dancing emojis. I love those. Hey, B Kush. How are you, sweetie? Hey, Stranger Clegan. Hey, Better with the Irish. I'm sorry. I know somebody's name is Better with Trish. That's my fault. Hey, Nash Cash 22, Jujubee. I said Jujubee already. Intangible Ram, how are you? Lena, Christina, Kelly, Ms. Reed. No. The Paula Michelle, Anna, the best mama bear. In my opinion, Jamie Vaughn, how are you? Christy, but I probably already said hi to you. Hey, buddy. Bizarro World. I like that. How are you? Hurst Till. Hey, Llama Girl. Probably said hi to you already, too. Hey, Nettie. Hey, Alyssa, Phoenix. Alana. Literally. Keeping Up with KP. Foxy. Brenda Paws. I Hate Peas. Orion Artist. April. Jen Bailey. Mama's the Boss. Ain't That the Truth? Rachel. Sis Vicious. Baby Boop. And Lynn. How are you guys all doing? Sorry if I missed anybody. I like to say hi to everybody, okay? That's just how I roll. So the first person that I want to talk about that a long time ago, Katie got into it with, and a lot of people don't know about this. So some people know. Hold on one second, you guys. Sorry about that. A lot of people don't know that Katie battled it out. And it's the same thing. Hey, Letitia. It's the same thing over and over and over with Katie. And now you guys are about to see throughout this series all of the creators that she has gotten into it with. But it's not going to be in order or anything. But the first person I wanted to start with is BX Beast Boy. Because she did him pretty wrong. She did him very dirty. She did him very nasty. I'm not going to sit here and say that with BX Beast Boy, he did everything right. But ultimately, she started it. So I'm going to give you guys some context before I bring up a couple videos for you guys to see. This was a couple years ago, and a lot of people don't know that Katie battled with the ex-Beast Boy for a while. She did him very dirty, and we're going to talk about all the creators that Katie has done dirty up until now. But unfortunately, we can't fit that all in one video. It's probably going to be like a month's worth of videos because she has screwed over so many creators here on YouTube. Okay, I don't know what it is. Is she just, well, yeah, she's not a decent human being, in my opinion, but I don't know what it is that she has this huge problem with treating people with respect and human decency. I don't know why it's almost as if she's incapable of treating people with kindness. But it is what it is, you know. What she did was insane, lying about him and accusing him all kinds of stuff. Yes. Anything that I may have missed, that I may get wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments, because this was a long time ago and I don't remember every single detail. I just remember them battling it. I remember little specific details. So if I get anything wrong, I'm not afraid to admit that I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments and I will immediately correct anything that I get wrong or that I miss. Okay. But I don't know what it is. Oh, and warning, if you wear headphones, to all my replay watchers, or even now, if you wear headphones, I clear my throat a lot because my allergies settle in my throat, something I cannot control, and it may be really, really loud if you have on earphones. So I just want to warn you. I try to put it on mute when I do, but sometimes I forget. So we're all on her hit list just by being here, or on MG, right? And the thing is that I don't know if Katie would know how to be a good friend to somebody. I have no idea. But it just seems like everybody that she comes in contact with, especially here on YouTube, I don't know about her real life, but here on YouTube, she seems to treat very, very horribly. It's usually always her. It's never the other way around. I really can't think of one creator here on YouTube that... Are you serious? Never mind. I just got an email. I can't think of one creator here on YouTube that she hasn't started with first. If I'm wrong, like I said, correct me in the comments. But most of the creators that she gets into it with, literally, it started by her. Okay. So with Katie and BX Beast Boy, let's take it back to the beginning. Katie, BX Beast Boy wanted to do an interview with Katie. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Hold on 1 second. I got to get my kid real quick. Sorry, you guys. My kid. Okay. So joyless, bless her, joyless, stinky socks. Okay, so the context of BX Beast Boy and Katie Joy. BX Beast Boy wanted to do an interview with Katie Joy. Okay. And I don't know if it took them a long time. I don't know, but they did eventually end up doing an interview because it was from my understanding that BX Beast Boy looked at Katie as if maybe she was misunderstood. This was around the time where a lot of creators started creating channels about Katie, calling her out. Thank you, Koala Lover. They started calling her out. Thank you, Brenda. You guys are amazing. So a lot of creators started calling her out and stuff, including BX Beast Boy himself. So he wanted to do an interview with Katie Joy. So this was maybe Jay Rollins. This was maybe about, I'm going to say 2 years ago, but it could have been longer than that. I could be wrong about that, but it was a while ago. Let's put it that way. So anyway, he wanted to do an interview with her. They ended up doing an interview. And on that interview, BX Beast Boy, thank you, Keeping Up with KP. I was sure it was like 2 years ago. On that interview, BX Beast Boy recorded their conversation. Okay. What most people probably would do on an interview. I mean, I guess some people may see that as wrong, but I feel like if you're doing an interview, you're going to record that person because either, yes, he asked her for an interview. BX Beast Boy asked her for an interview. And he recorded her because I think he was going to play that interview on his channel. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know how he was going to do it. But he ended up recording the interview. And yeah, I know BX Beast Boy asked her because he looked at it like everyone, including himself, may have thought Katie Joy was misunderstood. And he just wanted to interview her. You know what I mean? He told her he was recording. I mean, yes, I'm getting to that part. But hold on, that's not the part I'm telling yet. I'm going to try to do this in order. So anyway, he recorded her. And Katie Joy, basically, when he recorded Katie, he told her prior to the interview that he was going to record the interview. He told her. He said, Katie, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be, this is going to be pre-recorded. I'm recording this interview. Katie said, okay. So then after BX Beast Boy, okay, put out that interview, people didn't respond well to the interview. Not towards BX Beast Boy, but to Katie, okay? People were like, she's full of crap, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I can find the interview. I don't know. I might be able to find it. If I can find it, I will play it, but I couldn't find it. It's probably still on his channel, to be honest with you. But anyway, he basically was saying, yes, it was verbally. You know, he verbally told her prior to the interview, prior to interviewing her, he said, this is going to be recorded, Katie. Once he put out that interview, people did not respond well to it because people at that point did not like Katie. Okay? Big shock there, right? They felt as though she was lying on the interview. They didn't feel comfortable. You know, they felt like some of the questions that were asked. I mean, there was a big complaint about the interview as a whole because people just didn't like Katie. And Katie probably was lying on the interview. But regardless, okay, Katie then decided that she didn't like the fact that BX Beast Boy recorded her. Okay. So she started making a big deal over it, saying that he illegally recorded her. He didn't tell her that he was going to record her. And it turned into a back and forth, a tit for tat thing after that, because here's Katie saying, you had no right to record me. You never told me that you were gonna record me. But here's the key words here, you guys. Katie didn't say anything until after people started responding to BX Beast Boy's interview with her, okay? And because she didn't get the positive feedback that she wanted, it was all a majority of people that were negative towards Katie, because at that point they were like, I don't like this woman. She's a horrible person, blah, 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 blah. So it didn't matter what Katie said. Regardless, she got mad once she seen that she didn't get any kind of positive feedback. Once she got the negative responses, that's when she chose to say that BX Beast Boy was dishonest. She was saying he was being shady. She did not want him to record her. And she basically lied on BX Beast Boy and said, you never told me that you were recording me. So she flipped it. So this is something that Katie does, right? When she doesn't get her way, this is a pattern with her. And that's what this series is mostly about. It's about a pattern with Katie. If she doesn't get the response she wants, if you reject her in some type of way, it's not BX Beast Boy's fault that people didn't respond well to the interview. And it wasn't towards BX Beast Boy, like I said, it was towards Katie. They were like, she's a liar. That interview didn't change anybody's perspective for Katie. Let's put it that way. And because she didn't get the positive feedback that she thought she was going to get, she flipped it and changed it on BX Beast Boy and accused him of illegally recording her. And I'm pretty sure she said something about in his state, you're not allowed to do that. Or is it her state? I don't know. You guys can correct me in the comments. But she basically made chaos, incited chaos, and it became a tit for tat. Katie doing a video, BX Beast Boy doing a video, Katie doing it. But of course, BX Beast Boy was very upset. Okay. He may not have been very upset. I don't know the words to describe it because some know his personality. I really don't. But obviously, he was mad because Katie was lying on his name. She was basically lying on BX Beast Boy, trying to ruin his reputation, trying to basically say, you illegally recorded me. You should never have done that, blah, 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 blah. And also, Katie, I'm pretty sure she was demanding that BX Beast Boy take the video down, okay? And the reason why is because nobody was happy. Nobody was happy with the interview. Like, at that time, they respected BX Beast Boy for doing the interview and trying to be biased. However, they didn't respond well to Katie. And because nobody responded well, she said he recorded her illegally and she was demanding pretty much for him to take it down. Okay. And that's pretty much the story. But as I'm telling you, this is a pattern. Whenever something doesn't go her way, exactly, same story, different victim. It's always a different victim. And I'm sure that BX Beast Boy, from watching him throughout the years when I used to watch him in the past, he's strong. You know what I'm saying? He can take it. But the point is that of course that would upset anybody. If someone lies on your name and tries to drag your name through the mud and you do commentary and they're trying to ruin your reputation by saying she recorded me illegally, other people may think that BX Beast Boy would do that to them. And that wasn't the case. He made sure that he told her he was going to record her. And here's the catch. Katie knew he was doing a video. Okay. Katie knew that he was doing a video. So of course he's going to record her, right? But with Katie, she knows how to manipulate, okay, and brainwash to make it seem like, oh my God, I'm so innocent. I had no idea that he was going to record me. He needs to take that video down. And it just became a tit for tat for a very long time. It really lasted. I feel like it lasted for a long time because, you know, BX Beast Boy, I think it bothered him for a long time, obviously, and it was content for him. And then you have someone like Katie who, she didn't like the way that BX Beast Boy was doing videos about her. I would be doing I'm doing videos now, and I've only had like one run-in with Katie through, you know, in a comment section. But regardless, this is somebody that he tried to give the benefit of the doubt to, just like everyone else does. BX Beast Boy tried to give the benefit of the doubt to her, and what did she do when something didn't go her way? She threw him under the bus and slandered his name. Okay. KJ knew it was an interview to tell her side of the story. Exactly. She knew that it was going to be an interview. She knew it was going to be on his channel. If she didn't know that he was going to have it on her, of course, like it's so common sense that I can't even explain it. If somebody says, I'm going to interview you and it's going to be pre-recorded, I'm going to put it on my channel, of course it's going to be recorded, right? Duh. You know, but of course, Katie, always the victim. So I'm going to pull up a video here. Hold on one second. And when you hear silence, that's just me on mute. Okay, guys, so there's a lot of videos out there. You can even go to BX Beast Boy's channel, take it all the way back to the beginning. I'll see if I can find some videos, more videos for you guys, and I'll put it in the description. But this specific video is something that I will never forget because I watched this video. Hey, I may have even been in the comments. But Katie was live one day, and this is a time that BX Beast Boy was able to talk to her about it all. This is the beautiful Nini Marie's channel. I absolutely love her. Always put her in the description below. But she, basically, I want you just to watch this video. Another thing about Katie's feud with BX Beast Boy, Katie's husband used to drag BX Beast Boy too. As a matter of fact, I think Katie's husband, Todd, did a video on BX Beast Boy before. It was a big feud, you guys, and it lasted a while because I think BX Beast Boy was, you know, he was very unhappy with the fact that Katie was trying to slander his name, and it kind of just dragged on. So, yes, Nini's amazing. So we are going to show a little bit of this video, and this gives you a little bit of idea of how long their feud was, but this was way after their feud, but they do talk about it a lot in this video. So hold on. I'm going to play this. Let me make it bigger.
Does he want to come on? I'm not interested in having a fight. So I'm always getting into fights with people.
Luca, do you want to fight? Do you want to go live with me and fight? I'll fight you.
I don't want any ruckus. I heard my name being brought up a few times. I just wanted to peacefully talk to you.
I don't want to.
Okay. Yes, Care Bear is right. BXB's boy had videos about Katie almost every other day. He was very, very... Oops, sorry. He was just very, very upset that Katie treated him the way that she did. And can you blame him? You know? But this is basically, they do go over a lot of their argument. But again, like I said, he did back then, a couple of years ago, Orion. But what I will say is, remember, this was probably a year after their feud had started. But BXB's boy, he did a lot of videos about Katie. I'm not going to lie. But in that same sense, Katie talks about him a lot too.
Have a confrontation here.
Having a conversation, Katie.
I'm laying groundwork here. Okay.
Now, you hear her, because I'm going to be stopping this and doing commentary too. But if you hear her, she's like, I don't want any confrontation here or any yelling, anything like that. And it's like, just like BXB's boy said, we're having a conversation. He's not yelling. As a matter of fact, if you've ever watched BXB's boy, which I don't like BXB's boy, I'm not going to lie. He said some really awful things about me a while ago. But the point is, okay, is that when it comes to this, I agree with him 100%. And it's not just because I dislike Katie, okay? It's not hate bonding or anything like that. It has to do with the fact that BXB's boy was being perfectly calm with her from the very beginning. And if you know anything about BXB's boy, he doesn't yell. As a matter of fact, he laughs more than anything. So she was being very combative and defensive right off rip.
If you're going to come on here, I do not want baiting. I don't want accusations. I don't want you to say I'm accusing you of things. I don't want any of that.
That's a hell of a way to start this game.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm talking about? And that's one thing that I can say about BXB's boy. He seems as though he's a very intellectual man. You know, I don't agree with a lot of the things that he says, but he's highly intelligent. He's perfectly capable of having a conversation, but because of the feud that went on between the two of them, how's she going to sit there and tell him you can't do any accusing? You can't. No, you basically just want to shut him up. So you do all the talking and he doesn't tell his story. Yeah, she kept muting him constantly.
Like, for both of us, I don't want either one of us accusing anything. You have made 58 videos about me.
Katie, you just said that you didn't care about the numbers.
I'm just saying, like, you have made a lot of videos about me.
Katie, how many videos have you done about the Duggars, though?
It doesn't matter. My point is, you've made a lot of videos of me. You've been very critical of me.
The audacity of this woman. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, she kept muting him, but then you want to talk about how many videos he did about you. This is what everybody's always going to say to you, Katie. And this video was how long ago? And this is still going to make me pissed off. This is what I'm going to say to you, Katie. You have made how many videos about the Duggars? You don't have a right to talk about anybody else. So shut your fucking mouth when it comes to that, because it's something that you still say till this day. And it doesn't matter because you make how many videos a day about the Duggars? People have a right to make videos about you. Get over it.
Me, you and your fans have made really rude things about my appearance. And you're a 37-year-old woman that apparently has had so much work done. You look like you're 45. She looks so much older than her actual age.
Now, yes, BXB's boy and his fans, you know, his supporters, I don't like to say fans, and his supporters have been very critical of Katie. They have definitely said things about her looks, but that's their thing. That's what they do. And let's be clear here. BXB's boy had every right to be upset because here's this woman trying to ruin his name. Okay? That's what trying to sling dirt on his name when she straight lied on him. Do you know how that feels when somebody just straight lies on you? It's a horrible type of feeling. Okay. But yet, didn't you just tell him that you didn't want nobody accusing and making accusations, but yet here you are accusing him of something, but he can't do that to you.
Wow, she's a lot thicker than I thought she was.
I'm having trouble determining if it's a man or a woman. I know you keep saying it's a woman, but it looks like a man to me.
Sarah's got a good body. She's also very plastic, and it's been purchased.
When have you ever heard me say something about your chin, Katie?
What are the edges?
All right, so you're gonna avoid that. So have I said something about your chin, Katie?
Your fans come to me and they say chin and edges.
Just get accused of your fan doing something. You said that had nothing to do with you.
So you did not say anything about my chin.
No.
What about the edges?
I 100% made a comment about your edges, my edges, everyone's edges. I have a bunch of screenshots from your.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. BX Beast Boy handled this very, very well. And he definitely took accountability for his actions. 100%. But did Katie take any kind of accountability? Hell no. No.
Supporters saying a bunch of racist things to me, not calling you one.
I don't comment about your race.
But you did put out a tweet saying that you acknowledge that some of your supporters are prejudiced and do hate people of my color, right? I have that tweet as well. You did acknowledge that though, right?
You have talked about edges, correct?
He already said that he already said that he talked about edges. And now here is Katie, the person that we all know has not changed, that deflects. That's all she does. He's talking about how your supporters, okay? If you want to talk about supporters, your supporters have said racist comments towards me. My supporters talked about your edges. Big difference there. But yet here you are constantly talking about edges. Edges, I'll show you. Hold on. Wait, let me turn my light on. These are edges like this. Those are edges, okay? Just to let you know. It's just little baby hairs. That's all that is. Emily, who asked that? Yeah, these are edges. Hold on.
Yes, I have talked about edges, and you have talked about me, correct? You've accused me of crimes. Did you not share a video? You've been sitting here for 2 days telling people not to accuse you of stuff, but you supported someone who accused me of something that I did not do. And then once it was revealed, you deleted the tweet.
I just don't delete things.
What are you talking about?
You don't even acknowledge it. This is the point, Katie. This is why when people
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to explain it to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, you are on my... Hold up.
Sorry, go ahead.
You are on my channel. I'm muting you right now.
Let's read this, what Nene Marie put. This is why I knew KJ would never go to Josh Duggar's trial and why she will never meet anyone in person. In person, you can't mute someone, can't block, can't turn off comments, can't control the conversation, can't build an echo chamber. Amen, Nene Marie. You are 100% correct, sweetheart. That's what it is. This is how this woman is. You're deflecting, you're muting him, and you have no valid point. If you're going to hold him accountable for what his supporters say, then he can hold you accountable for what your supporters say. And your supporters have made racist statements towards a black man. So should he hold that against you? That's the whole point.
I am giving you the space to talk. If you want to be on this channel and have a productive conversation, we can have a productive conversation. But I am not going to listen to you berate me. No, Todd, don't.
You are gonna talk. You're gonna talk respectful to my wife. You're not gonna come on here and talk to her like she's a child. Okay? Hello?
Did you just seriously just sit here and say, you're going to do this and you're not going to do that like she's a child? What would you say that is to me? You're talking to me like I'm a child, Ty. You've been calling me a coward for 24 hours, more 48. And now I'm here to have a conversation and you mute me and tell me how I'm going to talk?
Todd.
Come back, Ty. I want to talk to you.
No.
I don't want no problems. We're having a peaceful conversation.
No.
Don't run away. You just said something to me and now when I'm addressing you, you're running away. I don't want to. They muted me. Why you keep muting me?
Nope, you can't handle the truth. I love this video. She's amazing. Listen, Todd coming on there and running his motherfucking mouth, okay, is very gangsta, huh? To talk like that behind a computer. He was trying to have a productive conversation, but you can't have a productive conversation if there is a feud, an ongoing feud going on between two people, and only one person is taking accountability, but not the other. You can't have a productive conversation if you're trying to silence the person who is talking and trying to have a conversation with you. That is not having a productive conversation. I don't care if he's on your channel. Let him speak. That's what pissed me off, and I'm pretty sure I was in the comments. I'm pretty sure. I remember this. I was there. Sorry, it's not a coincidence that Todd chose BX to confront. Whoa, that disappears fast. That Todd chose BX to confront KJ has been in plenty of arguments with men that were disrespectful. Wonder why he chose BX. Exactly. Hold on. Let me slow down the chat really quick, you guys. I'm going to play this.
I'm going to turn off the comments. I'm turning off comments. Comments will be not available. I'm going to be turning off comments. Okay, I'm going to turn off comments again. I'm going to turn comments off again. I'm not here to control. He is asking you to be respectful, and I am asking you to be respectful. You're saying, I have receipts, and I have this, and I have that. Like, I
do, because I have receipts when I say things. You accuse me of things, and you have no receipts. I do. So me stating that I have receipts for everything I'm saying, accusing me of lying.
No, why are you here? Because why? Because I've made 2 comments about you, and you've made.
No, I have no problem with that. I have no problem. That's another narrative that you keep selling. Speak about me as much as you want. I don't care. It's not a big deal to me as it is to you.
I don't care. I don't care if people don't like me. I don't give a shit about what you say about me. And I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I don't even care, you guys.
If you say you're not bothered by it, why do you keep making videos about people giving you criticism? You lump us all in with these people that have been harassing you. I have publicly told.
I want you guys to pay attention to this. Thank you, Bugsy. You took the words right out of my mouth. Look at Katie's whole disposition here. Look at how she's sitting. Look at how she's laughing. There is no way in hell she could ever get on a panel with somebody like me or Molly or Justin or even Miss Letitia. She could never. Because when you are confronted and a person says they have receipts for all the bullshit that you've done, you are sitting next to somebody who is just as intelligent as you, if not more, and she can't handle it. Look at her disposition. Look at her whole demeanor here. Somebody a long time ago tried to say that Katie looked scared. I can tell you why they said that. They said that because BX Beast Boy is a black man, and you want to use that whole stereotype of black men scaring white women. Yeah. It's not. It's the truth. I keep it real. Somebody said that BX Beast Boy was being very aggressive and that Katie looks scared. Bullshit. Katie looks uncomfortable because here she is sitting next to somebody who is taking accountability, is just as intelligent, if not more, than Katie is, and she can't stand it. She can't stand it. She looks like a whole ass mess on this video.
People that what they've done to you is wrong, and yet you include me in this bunch. So when you say all these people are like doxing you, and then directly after that you include my name, and then also say that
I never said you doxed me.
I said, and then directly after that you include my name in this group of people that also have done.
Don't put that on me. Nope, I have never accused you of doxing.
I didn't say you accused me. You're not listening.
Literally listen to what I said.
And this is the problem.
And this is the problem. Is you are. I'm gonna mute you again. You're not even allowing me to speak.
And I did apologize to her, which is what's the bullcrap of all of this. We swapped this 3 months ago, and she is doing this now to get views. Yeah, well, I was on the phone call with her for 3 hours.
I'm not going to have a conversation where I am going to fight with someone. If you're
Now, you see how she works here. Fighting with somebody is different than having a conversation. BXB's boy was perfectly calm, but he was holding you accountable for your shit. He was trying to get you to have some type of accountability for anything that you do, but you don't. You don't. You're not intelligent enough, okay, to keep up. That's what it is. You don't know how to have a conversation. If that was the case, you wouldn't have muted him 550 times. You tried to silence him. You did not like, okay? You didn't like how he was calling you out on your bullshit. He was speaking the truth. And that's why you kept muting him and ultimately ended up kicking him off because he was making you look like the hot mess that you are. But you see, I think you learned your lesson from this because you don't have people that dislike you on your panel anymore. You're not brave enough to do something like that now because you know the bullshit that you do to people. Okay? He had receipts. He was more than willing to prove anything that he said to Katie, and she didn't like that. I'm pretty sure she kicked him, if I'm not mistaken.
You're going to come onto my channel. I do listen, but I'm not going to be berated. He wouldn't even allow me to finish. Someone comes on and they're super rude and they start right off the bat being really combative. And
that's the problem with her. One of the biggest problems I have with her. She lies through her teeth. He wasn't being combative. He wasn't, as a matter of fact, she is the one who started accusing him prior. She started accusing him first, talking about the edges and everything like that. But then when he came back at you and started saying, oh, we're going to hold creators accountable for what their audience says, well, then let's hold you accountable for what your audience says. Okay? I personally think that BXB's boy handled this very, very well. If you're going to accuse him, you're the one who wasn't allowing him to talk. You're the one that was muting him. You were the one who was trying to silence him, not the other way around.
and accusing you of things. Tell me again how you would handle that.
You're an idiot. You guys are so disgusting.
You haters are deplorable.
You're such a fucking annoying piece of shit.
You piece of shit.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up, Leslie. Get out of here.
Go away.
Don't you dare come to this channel anymore.
Why are you asking that stupid question? Say it. Show your face. Do it now. Show your face. That's none of your fucking business. It's none of your fucking business. It's not your fucking business.
It was none of your fucking business. Fuck you.
Wow, have I looked like an a-hole?
Fuck off, Lizzie. I hope you like.
Very good video. Bravo to Nene Marie. Yes, that's what I'm saying. What I will continue to say. This is Katie's behavior, and it doesn't change. It's just getting worse. In my humble opinion, respectfully, when I look at her, I feel like this is a person that needs to seek some kind of counseling, psychological help. That's just my opinion. When you act that way and you literally contradict yourself with every word that you utter, when you literally, you're the biggest hypocrite. You're sitting there saying that he's accusing you of things, but you were also accusing him of things and he took accountability for it. But yet you couldn't take accountability for anything. Then your husband comes on the live straight gangster telling him that he needs to respect you. No. He was being nothing but respectful. He wasn't yelling. He wasn't cussing. He wasn't doing anything but trying to have a civil conversation with Katie. And you can't have a conversation with somebody, though, that is completely irrational, okay, and that never takes accountability for anything that they do. You can't have a conversation like that. That's not productive. That gets you nowhere, okay? Okay, I'm going to pull up one more thing. How does a supposed college graduate not know how to debate? She talks a lot, but rarely lets anyone on her panel. She can't handle having someone able to respond and call her out on her lies in real time. Exactly. That's why I'm saying I don't feel like she would ever like have people that she has said, like, I don't think she could ever have LB on her channel. I just don't. Because look at all the stuff that she's done. She wants to hold other people accountable, but she doesn't want to be held accountable for anything that she's done. And most of the people that she's gotten into it with, every single creator, it's her doing the most, not the other way around. She starts it all. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to bring up one more thing. I cannot find it. Hold on. In fact, I was married to a narcissist and she is one. Straight up. Yes, she is. Hold on. I got to try to find this video. I honestly feel like she bought her subs because she likes and comments on her post. Doesn't make her seem like a huge creator. That's very true. I did hear from someone that she did buy some of her subs. I don't know if that's true or not, so it's allegedly. But I did hear that. She did. She tried to ruin LB's life. It was horrible. Did she have her own panel before? I didn't know that. But I can tell you what, I just don't see Katie ever doing that now. Like, I could never see Katie getting on a panel with Molly Golightly. I can't see it. And she wonders why she was never invited to her high school reunions. He was mature. He was mature or something KJ knows nothing about. Yes, he handled that very maturely. I feel like that interview, just watching it, I think he handled it better than I would have. I'm not even going to lie. I meant hate that word. And she is a racist. Look what she did to Marvon. I agree. She truly doesn't know the definition of respect. No, I don't think Katie has any respect for anybody, to be honest with you. KJ is intimidated by beautiful women with class and a stable head on their shoulders. It seems that way. Todd went off on LB. Really? I'm going to have to find some of these videos. I'll do that tonight for the next one. She doesn't deserve to sit next to a lot of these creators. I agree. I would truly love for her to go on Molly's panel. That would be hilarious. I think that would be more than hilarious. But I just don't think Katie has, like, I just don't see her ever doing that, you guys. Because it would make her look really, really bad. Okay, you're going to hear silence for a second. I'm going to try to find this video. If I can't find it, that's okay. But I'm going to try to find it real quick. I can't find that damn video. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow, but we're going to move on to the next creator because I cannot find that video. We'll probably do a couple creators with each live stream. I'll probably do some videos, turn it into a series. And I think even though it's unfortunate that this toxic person is hurting other people in the same sense, it's still nice to take a trip back down memory lane. So the next creator I'm going to talk about is Shirelle's World. Yes, Shirelle's World. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Shirelle's World was one of the first to get into like an argument with Katie, if I'm not mistaken. Now with Shirelle's World, I'm not too familiar on the story, so I'm gonna let somebody else tell that story. But I do remember when they battled it out. If I'm not mistaken, they collabed together. So Rotassin would love to have senior struggle. She gets off on that. Yes, she does. It would be so entertaining if she would come up on here on your panel. You would chew her up and spit her out. It wouldn't be fun. Yes, her and Shirelle's World battled it out for a little bit. And we're going to talk about it for a minute. Is that when you were introduced to KJ with Shirelle's World? A lot of people figured out who KJ was through Shirelle's World. Shirelle's World, if you don't know who she is a creator here on YouTube. I think she may have started maybe around the same time as Katie. The great thing about Shirelle's World is she has surpassed Katie beautifully. She has, I think, 300. Wait, hold on, let me look. Shirelle's World has 378K subscribers, which is amazing. She's very successful. She covers reality TV. Sometimes, she covers the Real Housewives, and I don't think she really talks too much about Teen Mom. She talks about like Wendy Williams, celebrity gossip, the things that are going on, in the world. She's a very, very beautiful woman, and she works next to her husband a lot. His name is Perry, and she has a great channel. And her and Katie, if I'm not mistaken, they collab together. Regardless, I'm going to let somebody else tell you guys the story because I don't remember every specific detail about the story. So I'm going to bring it up real quick. And one thing I do want to tell you guys is this happened 2 years ago as well. Okay, so excuse me, this is the Teen Mom Shade Room. It's crazy because I remember this specific video, so I wanted to show it to you guys. Gives you guys a little bit of idea of her battle with Shirelle's World and how she treated Shirelle's World. So I'm going to let you guys listen to this a little bit. This is under fair use commentary. I will be stopping to do commentary, and I will be changing the speed of the voice a little bit. Okay, let's go.
To really come quick and talk about Shirelle's
Another thing I want to tell you is obviously these are all creators that we're going to be talking about here. If any creator wants to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to. But regardless, I'll see if I can try to get a hold of Elle. And also Steve. I'll definitely see if I can try to get a hold of him too. Because Steve McRae, I think it started really with him. Steve has went through a lot with Katie, and it's important for his story to be told. However, he has told his story, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know about his story, but I'm just saying that a lot of it, you're always going to hear Steve's name a lot is because when Katie started out, she was actually doing like a show with Steve or something, and she made some bullshit accusations, in my opinion. So that's really who she started off with as far as battling it with. You know what I mean? And everybody knows about this woman. So many people know about her. So many people know how she is. And I remember at that time, even when it was with Shirelle's World, Katie was really trying hard to bring Shirelle down. She really, really was. From my understanding, I thought they collabed together, but I could have gotten that wrong. But regardless, I remember how stressed out Shirelle's World was. And I think it's absolutely amazing how far she has come. And how she got through all of that. You know, she persevered. She definitely is a person where she's having the last laugh now, because literally she surpassed Katie. Her channel is way more successful, and she's just, you know, an amazing, highly intelligent woman. But I do remember Katie was putting Shirelle's World through a lot of stress. She really was.
Legal documents and restraining orders and stuff like that.
And here's something that I want to make very, very clear to you guys. This is the second, okay? The second. BXB's boy was the first, okay? You need to go on live chat, Missy. But Shirelle's World is the second, where Katie Joy, her supporters are saying racially motivated racial comments towards Black people. BXB's boy said it, and now Shirelle's World. I really do firmly believe that your subscriber says a lot about you as a creator. Okay? That's just my opinion. Now, we as creators, we're not responsible for our subscribers and the things that they choose to say. At the end of the day, we're all grown. But what's important to keep in mind here is, if I ever seen any of my subscribers say anything racist towards any other race, okay, white, whatever kind of race, I don't tolerate racism. I speak daily against racism. So to me, I do think that it says a lot about Katie that a lot of her supporters are saying racist comments like these towards Black creators. That's definitely something to keep in mind.
Y'all did the same thing with me.
Can you guys not hear this? I don't know why you guys can't hear every time you mute. We can't hear. Really? I don't know why it's doing that though. Because I have to mute, otherwise it's going to echo. All right. If it echoes, then it's just going to echo. I don't know why you guys aren't hearing any sounds, but Yeah, I don't know why you guys aren't hearing any sound. That's weird. Let me back out and come back in again. Hold on, because if I mute, why is it doing that? Because if I mute, then it's going to echo. No, I've not been able to just hear the person running the show. We don't hear anything. That is so weird. Okay, I'm going to try to back out and come back in again, you guys, because if I don't mute, then you guys it's going to echo. So let me go back out. Okay, let's try this again and see what happens. Whoops, that was wrong. Hold on. That's really weird. That's why I need to find a better app, because all right. If you're playing Shirelle, we haven't heard any of it. Yeah, I'm going to rewind this again. That's weird. So let me see if this works now. I'm going to play, and you guys let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Shirella's World versus Katie Joy. I don't really have much to say. I don't have a dog in the fight. I've just been sitting back and looking at it from the sidelines, really. And I know that Shirelle was doing the series, and all the people who Katie Joy has crossed in her time being a YouTuber, they were going to come out and expose her and basically, you know, tell their side of what happened.
Can you guys hear it? Let me know in the comments if you can hear it now. Okay, good. Maybe I was doing something wrong. Sound is playing. Okay. Thank God, because I didn't want to have to start this live over again, because I don't want it to echo for you guys, because then that's going to be really bad. So, all right. So we're going to do it over again. Sorry about that, you guys. And another things too, somebody said in one of my comments, a couple people, probably trolls, but a couple people said, my video on, what's her name? Maybay's life was inaccurate, and there's so many inaccuracies. Let me tell you something, okay? As a creator, we can only do the best that we can. The video that I did about Maybay life was random. It was just a video that I just planned to do last minute. I know Maybay. I have followed Maybay. I used to be a supporter of Maybay, but I can only do the best I can. And there are going to be inaccuracies in every single live stream that I do, because I'm not perfect. And at the end of the day, I can't edit anything out. This is live. Okay. This is live. And it's happening in real time. So when something is wrong, when my supporters correct me on that, then I'll correct the situation. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dragonfly, go on, make sure you guys are on live chat. But at the end of the day, when I have inaccuracies, sometimes it is what it is. Nobody is perfect. Thank you so much, Christy. Nobody is perfect. I can only do the best that I can. And when you go live stream, it's not easy, you guys. Going live is, people think you can just turn on the button, right? And it's just so easy to go live. No, it's not. It is very hard to do live streams, especially when you're a shy person like me. Now I'm used to it. I'm more comfortable. But regardless, there are always going to be mistakes. Just like now, when you are watching a live stream, there are going to be mistakes, period. So don't come in my comment section talking about inaccuracies or mistakes, because let me tell you something, there's going to be a lot of mistakes. That's not going to be the first video, and it damn sure ain't going to be the last. And there are going to be mistakes throughout my entire live streams that I do. Okay? I'm not explaining, I'm talking about something because people like to say stuff and I'm getting sick of it. I know, but it's not. I'm still saying that there are always going to be mistakes when you go live. And yeah, I can go on YouTube and edit it out, but then that gets rid of my comments. That gets rid of my chat. And I do not want to get rid of my chat because people like to read my chat. Well, yes, that's true. I think probably because where she lives, I got that wrong. But regardless, somebody corrected me in the comments and I fixed it. I'm not ashamed to say if I'm wrong on something. And there are always going to be mistakes on a live stream because it's live. Duh.
But if somebody's correcting the comments, you never say their name. Use them for.
Because before then, we only got Katie Joy's side and Unirock's side, which we know are both slighted in hate for Steve McCrae. So I thought, oh, okay, we were going to see another side of people come out and say stuff. Wrong. Katie Joy slapped them with legal documents and restraining orders and stuff like that. So it was shut down. But Shirelle did a live where she addressed her feelings for Katie Joy and basically said that she didn't care about her and she didn't care for her and stuff like that. So today I'm seeing videos. Like I've already seen 2 videos addressing Shirelle, and they were basically race videos. Like it was rooted in hate. And I'm going to call one video out in particular. I can't remember this person's like name or whatever. I just saw it on like a Twitter thread about Shirelle. So this person went on to say that Shirelle was a cunt. She was ghetto. And we all know what you really wanted to say when you said ghetto. And she needs to be standing in line for an EBT card. My whole thing is with Katie Joy supporters, why does it always have to come back to race? Y'all did the same thing with me. You didn't know me. You didn't see a picture. I came and I did a voiceover just like this, and I got called nappy head hoe. I got called black bitch this. I'm definitely streets. I'm definitely ghetto. I'm definitely all this and a third. And you were judging me off of my voice, not my opinions of Katie Joy. It's always, I don't care what your opinions are. You sound this way. You must be black.
Now, you guys heard me when I said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it wasn't playing. But I do think that your supporters say a lot about you as a creator. And I do find it very ironic how a lot of Katie's supporters are saying those types of things, saying racial things towards Black creators. Like I said, we're not responsible for the things that our supporters say, but in that same sense, I feel like it still says something about you as a creator and what you talk about and the things that you say.
Like, and now I see the same thing happening with Shirelle. I've been watching Shirelle for a while, and I've never came across any content of hers where I can describe her as ghetto. So where are you getting this ghetto from? This ghetto, which you really want to say black, is because she's black. I also seen a video. Okay, now this person, sipping tea with Joe, I think, and I'm gonna call you out. Me and you are cool, whatever. I see that you switched sides and you are a Katie Joy fan now, but you also made a video and said that Shirelle's black fans were coming over and they don't like Katie, and if Katie was black, she probably wouldn't be getting all this hate. So you just gonna forget about all of the shit that Katie Joy did, right? And you're just gonna say that Shirelle's black fans are coming over and harassing and don't like her because Katie Joy is white. In the climate that we are in, why are you guys getting in the middle of this, but basically just calling out the fact that Shirelle is black? Once again, not calling Katie Joy out on anything.
That is, in my opinion, how Katie Joy's supporters are. They're just like her, in my opinion. They're always willing to call everybody else out, but they never call Katie Joy out on anything that she says. She is spot on with everything that she is saying. And one thing I find, who is sipping tea with Joe? I know that name. I've heard that name before, but I don't remember her. Like, I feel like I've heard the name before. Do you guys know who that is? But her even saying that Shirelle's black supporters are coming over there, harassing her, and blah, 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 blah. Well, here's the thing. If Katie Joy supporters can go over to Shirelle and say racial things, then why can't Shirelle's supporters go over and defend her? Not say anything racial towards anybody, but still defend Shirelle. Oh, thank you so much, Dave, for the super chat. Creators are not responsible for comments, but they should take responsibility and address them. Amen. 100%. And thank you so much for the super chat. I love you. Thank you so much. That's very, very true, Dave. Like what I talk about, I am 100% vocal about racism. I grew up around predominantly white people, and I grew up with a lot of racism, unfortunately, but it didn't do anything but make me stronger. And it also made me be very vocal about racism. And any of my supporters that I ever seen was saying something racist towards any other race, like I said, it's a wrap. You're blocked from my channel. Don't ever come over to my channel, because I will never, ever tolerate that shit.
I have no dog in this fight. I don't care anymore. She pretty much left the teen mom world alone after she came in and turned it on the damn axle and decides to leave. That's what she does. She jumps ship for whatever content is going to make her the most money. At this point, teen mom is not making anybody any money, so she hopped over to 90 Day Fiance. Her and Shirelle got into it. Now she's hopping over to something else. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to let these two women duke it out, and you can have fans, and you can be on one side or you can be on the other side, but why are y'all making videos calling Shirelle ghetto, saying this, that, and the third, bringing race into it in this climate? Now, I've seen Katie Joy make a lot of posts about George Floyd, and I don't think that Katie Joy feels the way that y'all think she feels about Shirelle. Y'all really want to call her a nigga. That's what y'all want to do. Same way y'all did me. But
she could be right. They really might want to call her that. She's very blunt and straightforward. I remember this channel. I remember watching this channel. So she's very, very blunt. And I think it's sad that they were saying racial things towards her. That's horrible.
this is my whole thing. Y'all are so like dead set on kissing Katie Joy's ass that y'all will say anything that y'all think will get y'all a mention, a follow back, or a pat on the back, or congratulations from Katie Joy. And I'm not here for it. I'm not fucking here for it. Y'all can kiss her ass all day, but when you start bringing race into it and you're making it a race fight, I don't like that. And apparently somebody from Katie Joy or Katie Joy's team called Perry, which is somebody on Sherelle's team, the N-word. That's allegedly, I can't prove that. I don't know if that happened or not. But with the type of fans from Katie Joy that attacked me and basically said all of this shit to me, I know that it's 100% possible that it happened. And I just want you guys to know that you're trash. You're trash, okay? You are literal trash. That's all I got to say. Moving forward, if Sherelle's team is going to respond and do a series of videos the same way y'all have been doing for months, literally Unirock has been on Steve McRae's ass for months, then why can't Sherelle's team make those same videos? Why do they have to have comments and be plighted down with, you're black, you're this, you're that? Leave color out of it and let these two teams duke it out. Please start erasing, deleting racist comments from your chat, Unirock. Please, Katie, do not tolerate anything dealing with race or racial slurs on your channel. Because if you don't, I'm gonna call it out. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. Y'all can have this debate. Y'all can go back and forth about how y'all don't like each other. But what y'all not about to do is just sit up here and attack Sherelle's team because they're black. The same way you attacked me because I'm black. Because I get on that same damn bandwagon and then we can go on and on if that's how y'all want to play. Anywho, that's all I wanted to say. Back to Teen Mom.
Okay. She is very, I'll put her channel in the description below. I've always adored her. I think she's absolutely amazing. And I agree with everything that she's saying. Like there's nothing.
All right, y'all. So
whoops, sorry. Excuse me. There's nothing that I don't agree with. She tells it like it is. She's very blunt. And I just remember that whole back and forth thing that was going on between Katie and Shirelle. And it really didn't start too much from anything, to be honest with you. She told a little bit of the story, but she's mostly telling what's going on with these two creators that were battling it out, which is Shirelle and Katie. And it started off with Shirelle's world. I guess she wanted to do a video about all the creators that Katie has hurt. Katie started slapping people with lawsuits and so on and so on. There's something else that I wanted to show you guys, if I can find it. I tried to find it earlier, but I'm not good with finding things that much. But I will. There's some creators that Katie has battled with where there's a lot of evidence, and then there's some that there's really not. Because Katie dirty deletes, as we all know that she does, and there's just not a lot of videos out there. You know what I mean? So I'm going to show you guys something else really, really quickly. I found it. See, I can be a good researcher a little bit. Okay, let me pull this up. I will never understand Facebook and the way that it works. Yes, that's me. Like literally, for some reason, my computer always logs me out of Facebook. What's it called here? Search and conversation. Create group. Oh my gosh. I guess I gotta scroll it up. Hold on, you guys. Tonight is just not, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy with this live stream, but it pisses me off when I'm specifically looking for something and it won't let me bring it up. And it keeps knocking me off. Don't ever get the Messenger app for Apple. Let's put it that way. Don't ever, because you'll regret it. I promise. Okay, I found it. It just pisses me off. That's all, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to leave this on here. And I'm going to make this bigger. Okay. I got it, you guys. I found it. Okay. Hold on 1 second here. And I'll bring this up. Make that bigger. So, give you some context here. So, this is Shirelle's world. And this is when she was like talking about what was going on with Katie, more or less her feelings about it. And it kind of showed how stressed out she was with the things that was happening. So I'm just going to play it and let you guys listen to it. Hold on. Let me take this off.
Hi guys. You guys know if you follow me, I don't really go live a lot. I just want to kind of explain to you guys what happened to me and to reach out to Chris Tucker. I don't really know how to reach out to her. She's the girl that made the videos about Katie Joy. She apologized for what she said about me, and I accept her apology. And I know you're getting a lot of slack for apologizing, but don't let other people pressure you. It's always better to do the right thing. And I also wanted to thank you, because if you wouldn't have never said in your videos that Katie Joy was mass flagging your videos, I would have never understood what was happening to me. What was happening to me is that Katie was buying bots. Okay, I don't even know how this process worked. I had to get a professional to explain it to me. She was buying bots to come over and mass flag my videos. She was, she hacked into my YouTube. So if you guys watch my channel on Saturday, I went live.
Is that echoing for you guys? Hopefully it's not. Listen to what she's saying very, very closely, because she's basically saying that Katie Joy bought some bots. Like, I guess you can buy some bots, which I didn't know that you could do that, and spammed, you know, because Shirelle goes live. She does live streams. So they spammed her comment section. And then also is it a little echo? Okay, I'll make sure that it's not. And also fake accounts and all that kind of stuff. Like, this is what was happening to Shirelle. And you can tell, like I said, this was a couple of years ago. You can tell, you can see the stress on her, you know. She is so cute. I think she has the most gorgeous face. But I'm just saying, she did all of these things to Shirelle. It makes me wonder about a lot of things. But I'm going to play this.
And what happened was I went live, and I only had 200 people in my live. Now, usually when I do lives immediately, I can get anywhere from 5 to 1,700. That's my range. And there's nothing wrong with having 200 views. It's just that's not where I am right now. I always get more. And then Gio had accidentally lost contact. When he tried to get back in, he couldn't get back in. He kept trying. Then when he came back on the line, he was like, why are there 2 lives going right now? Okay, so somehow there were 2 lives going, right, at the same time that I was broadcasting my live. And then if
you guys, that's what happened to me. That happened to me. There was one day that I was live, and it was two of me. Okay, literally 2 people. And I couldn't kick myself out of StreamYard. If you know how StreamYard works, like, everything I have is Apple except for my phone. I have an iPad and an Apple computer, but my phone, sometimes when you have an iPad, it can mess with your computer sometimes. But no, this happened to me. It wasn't 2 live streams, but it was 2 of me. It was like my whole live got hacked. It was really, really weird. Oh my gosh, I needed to see this again. I forgot about this video. This was a long time ago. But hold on. Let me play the rest of this.
You didn't get in a certain amount of time, it wouldn't let you back in. So, and I couldn't understand what was happening. And it kept happening all day Saturday. So she hired people to do mass flagging of my videos. Then she hacked my YouTube. And then she hired people. Like, there's a company that you could hire to put bad comments in your comment section. And so I didn't know what was going on. But when I seen that video that Crystal, I believe, I'm not sure your name is Crystal or Chris Tucker made, saying, Katie, you know you're mass flagging my videos. That's when a bell went off in my head. I was like, you can mass flag videos? So then I hired somebody, and they were like, you were definitely hacked. This was definitely happened to you. And then they started explaining the process to me. So, you know, it's dirty. You never know what goes on in someone's head. Okay. Not everybody has good morals or just try to do the right thing. And if you watch my videos, I always try to do the right thing, because not because I worry about what other people think. It's because I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want to be accused. I don't want a life of hurting people. That's not me. That's not who I am. I won't do anything for views. And it's just baffled. So now I found out what was going on. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do about it. I'm doing something about it, because this needs to be stopped. You can't do people like that and expect nothing to happen to you. You got to.
No, not that Chris Tucker. There's another Chris Tucker here on YouTube, not the famous Chris Tucker, Brenda. But yeah, I remember the stress that Shirelle was going through at this time. And I never knew that you could do all of that, but it definitely is putting some red flags up in my head when that happened to me, because when it happened to me, it was very strange. It's something that's never happened to me before, ever. Okay. And I've been going live for about 6 months now. It's just weird. It's really weird. And to see that Shirelle herself has went through this, it definitely explains a lot. Not accusing anybody of anything. This is alleged, but it's definitely weird when that happened to me. It was 2 of me and I couldn't kick. It was crazy. It's like I had no control over my StreamYard whatsoever. So, and she did a lot of horrible things, like to Shirelle, to the point where, oh, welcome to the Glam Fam, Foxy. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome. It's just crazy.
One sick puppy. Who does that? I mean, my God. And then this is what she did too. She hacked into my videos. Then she went over live and she said, oh guys, guess what? Shirelle is on live right now. And she only has 200 views. There's 200 people in her live. Oh, how can you have that many subscribers, but only 200 people in your, I hope this is still on. Something's not adding up here. Maybe she buys views. She said, someone's hacked my YouTube channel. She starts accusing other people of doing the things that she's doing because she knows she's doing them. So she tries to play a head game, try to put it out there first that it happened to her. This is a sick individual. I don't know what I mean. I'm not telling anybody not to go to her channel.
I am telling you guys now. I'm so happy you're a member, Foxy. Welcome, sweetie. Taking a trip down memory lane is necessary when someone continues the same patterns over and over and over again. A lot of people know how Katie is, but then there are a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of new people that have no idea. They're seeing things, they're shocked, but then you have people like us who aren't shocked because we all know how Katie is. But at the end of the day, Katie has been at this. She's been doing this shit, and in no way, shape, or form am I saying that Shirelle's world is 100% innocent. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I've watched Katie over the years and she has gotten worse. And to me, yes, she does. She seems like a sick individual. She does these types of things. But Who's the one who's laughing now? Who got the last laugh here? Out of all of those things that KJ did to Shirelle to try to bring her down, who came up on top? You see, I always say stuff like this, and I'll talk about this more tomorrow when I talk about the gatekeepers of YouTube, and that is a members only live stream. But the gatekeepers of YouTube, because there are people who laugh at your downfall. But in the end, when you laugh at somebody's downfall, trust and believe, okay? God is going to bless that person that you're laughing at their downfall and that you're trying to ruin them and that you are mad at them or whatever. So you're laughing because they are going through some of the same things that you may have went through just because they made a mistake or whatever the situation is. But who's going to be the last one laughing? Okay. You're talking about how many people she has in her chat, 200 people with all them subscribers, right? But she surpassed you, Katie. So did Emily Baker. So did all these people that you continue to throw under the bus that you talk about. They're gonna be the last one laughing when you do these types of horrible things. God's gonna give you a show. And if you, well, she don't believe in God, but regardless, karma is inevitable. And I say that because karma, and I will continue to say this about her because she is an atheist, and that's fine. She can be an atheist, but it does not exempt you from karma. Okay?
If Katie Joy works for you, if you're a fan of Katie Joy, I'm not telling you not to be. I'm just telling you my story. And if you like her, whatever, I just want her out of my life for good. I never, ever, ever want anything to do with this lady. I feel bad that I'm the one who reached out to her to really try to help her. And now my whole staff is paying the price for it. Like everyone, she's doing it to Perry. She had her husband put things in Perry's, on Perry's side. He's all up in everybody's DMs. And I just want these people to go away. But then I heard a couple other things about her. I don't think she's wrapped too tight. Someone said like she used to be in a cult and they're into like crazy things. Like, there's nothing wrong with being in a cult, I guess.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. And I see this obviously a lot. All of these people saying these things about Katie Joy, all of these people can't be wrong. I can see if it's just one person, maybe even two. But when the same people, okay, start saying the same things about one person, it's time for that person to look in the mirror.
It's just not for me. Like, I believe in God and I don't play with that. Like, if you believe in what you believe in, but you know, if I usually don't hang out with devil worshipers. If I find out that that's what someone's doing, or you've got like uneasy practices, I just stay away from it. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just not for me. I'm not.
Now, Katie Joy is an atheist. I don't think she's a devil worshiper, but I did tell you guys that I do think she practices some kind of dark magic. But that's just my opinion. But just to clarify, I think Katie identifies as a atheist.
Into all of that, I'm a regular Christian. I don't do all of that. So, you know, I guess all of these, like, she's just not for me. I just don't ever want to know who the hell Katie Joy is again. So I'm going to do something about it, because what she did is wrong. And then she's not just doing me. Oh, and then when I announced it on Twitter, what she was doing, then I had people saying, yeah, it happened to me. Yeah, it happened to me. And I don't know if you guys noticed this. If you go on YouTube, you will find a ton of videos of people hating her and people accusing her of getting their channels shut down and doing the things that she did to me. But if you go on YouTube, you're not going to find anybody that have any hate videos about me except for her and that crazy nut job, Jason Unirock. That's what they do all day. They just attack people, and it's just sick. It's just sick. If I have a problem with someone, I'm an adult. I'll go.
Does this sound familiar? Does this sound familiar to you guys? Because it's happening right now, right? It's happening right now. What's happening? Okay. What's happening right now? Katie Joy and Unirock are bothering somebody and accusing them of being a fraud with no type of evidence or proof, no facts to show it. Trying to torture somebody. Right. There you go. It's never ending with Katie. It's never ending. I don't know Unirock, but it's obvious he's no better than her. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay. My mouse is not working right. I don't understand what's wrong with it. Whoops. That was my bad.
Go to you, I'll say, this is my problem with you. And then I usually try to resolve things. Who in their right mind hacks people, buys bots? And then I'm not the one that started the rumor that she buys her subs, but someone showed me she got like 6,000 subs in one day. Look, if that's what you do, go ahead. You could buy subs, but what you can't buy is views. What you can't buy is a true loyal audience. You know, some people think I'll do anything to get to the top, but you got to be careful because that doesn't last. And you can get there quickly and you're going to fall quickly. Like, I don't want any parts of this chick, but I am going to do something about her hacking and buying bots and just being a menace to the internet. I mean, it's just sad. And opening all these, the GoFundMes, like this girl's really sick. I've never had a GoFundMe in my life, ever. Thank God I haven't. But she's had too many to be sincere. She uses her son to get money, and it's just, I don't live like that. I don't live like that because you have to pay for the things that you do. And this girl is sick as hell. Like, I never want to know her. I don't care if she's dead or alive. I just want to not know her again. I wish I can go back in time, because what I was doing was picking up and coming bloggers to give them an opportunity to be on a bigger platform. I was trying to help and messed up and picked the wrong one. She is out of her mind, insane.
My bad. Sorry, you guys. My bad. Thank you, guys. So I think that's an amazing thing to do. Shirelle's world, and I knew it. I freaking knew it. So basically, Shirelle's world was going to open up her platform for smaller creators. And I hope that she starts doing that again, because that would be amazing. I would definitely do something like that too. But I knew my memory wasn't off. They were going to collab. She was going to have Katie on her channel. And of course, Katie screwed her over like she screws everyone over. Okay? It is what it is. That's what Katie does. And it never stops. It never, ever stops. It's history repeating itself. Exactly, hey, buddy, because look what's going on now. It's Katie and Unirock, but of course, Katie, she doesn't have anything to do with what Unirock is doing now. No, all Unirock did was help Katie perpetuate her false narratives, and then he's kind of taken over for Katie, because Katie really isn't saying much now. It's all Unirock, and that was exactly Katie's plan. Okay? Katie was on her panel. That's what I'm saying. They were supposed to collab, or she was trying to help. Shirelle's World was trying to help Katie. And look at what happened.
And an alleged drug user and all of that stuff. That's not me. I don't have a problem with anyone that over abuses Adderall. It's just not, I've never done that. I just don't want to go down that road of being a pill popper because I think it alters someone's personality. That's just not me. If I had to pick someone all over again, I would never, ever, ever try to help Katie Joy. And what it's done is like, it's made me like leery of regular people. I need time to get over this because you just don't find yourself as trusting anymore. It's crazy. But anyway, to the girl that reached out to me, I did see your video. I accept your apology. As far as I'm concerned, listen, people make mistakes. It takes a bigger person to apologize. So I accept, and I'll go on live again and let you guys know what I'm going to do about this Katie Joy situation. But I was absolutely floored when I found out what she was doing to me, because in my mind, I didn't think people operated like that. This girl is crazy. I just picked the wrong one. She's cult affiliated and just wow. And all that devil worshiping stuff. I don't want to talk bad about people. It's just something I don't understand and I choose not to deal with. Like, I'm a regular Baptist Christian. All that other stuff is no. It's not for me. But anyway, you guys, if you watch me, you know I don't do this much, but I'm just trying to get the word out to that girl. I think her name is Crystal Tucker, and they call her Chris. I appreciate you apologizing, and don't let Katie followers sway you from doing the right thing. You did the right thing. When you realize that you did something wrong, the best thing to do is to apologize. And that's what you did. And don't let anyone talk you out of it. They just don't have the courage to do it. Because at night, I'm thinking they have to know this is wrong. Like, I don't know how Katie sleeps at night, but I don't know. She just is weird. But anyway, guys, that's what I came on here to do. And now I'm going to end this. And thank you guys for watching my channel. I'll keep you posted on what's going on. And if you go in my comment section for the next couple days until we figure out how to reverse this damage, all those bad comments that you've been seeing, just know they're not true. They were bought. So it's crazy. I didn't even know people could do that. But anyway, thanks for listening. And thank you again, Crystal Tucker.
Sorry, you guys. I thought I lost control of my computer for a second because it wouldn't go off mute. I feel like that day that I lost control of my computer, I think there was something behind that. I think somebody hacked my computer. Listening to Shirelle's World, And that to me is scary. I didn't know that you could do something like that. I never thought that it was Todd 100%. I never thought that somebody could do that. Like, I used to get a whole bunch of sex bots in my chat. So that means somebody did that, right? Somebody may have spammed my chat with sex bots. So listening to Shirelle, I think, put a lot of things into perspective for me. But what I will say is that this gives you guys an idea of how Katie Joy has not changed. Now, who is sipping tea with Joe? Todd worked in cybersecurity, so he, I'm sure, knows how to do all that. I thought so at the time. We were in here and saw it happen in real time. It was very sus, right? Suspicious. It was like literally I lost complete control of my computer. I couldn't do anything just now. I kept pressing the mute and it wouldn't work. That was scaring me for a minute. But this is a woman that hasn't changed. And it's almost like history repeating itself over and over and over again, because as you can see, she's talking about Shirelle's world. This was 2 years ago, okay, that she did this live stream about Unirock and Katie messing with other people. And yet here we are today and they're doing the same exact thing. It's constant, you guys. And you would think after so many years that this person would look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm going to do some self-reflecting. I'm going to figure out if there is some things going on with me. I'm going to take a break from the internet for a little bit, because for as long as Katie has been doing YouTube, do you guys ever remember her ever taking a break? Like maybe a week. I'm not talking about a day or two or even 3 days. I'm talking about like a week vacation. Okay. Just away from the internet, her and her family going somewhere. I don't know. Do any of you ever remember Katie doing anything like that? I'm reading the comments right now. Nope. Teaya, I remember that live. KJ isn't able to do it often because it may be traceable. Right. Yep. Somebody definitely did it. It wasn't me for sure. Charlotte gets those bots too. Yep. Don't know her that well. This is for mostly people who have watched her. You know, this is just me asking the people who have watched her throughout the years, have you ever seen her go on any type of vacation? She has never taken a day off, even when she had COVID. Sorry, my eyes itchy. That explains a lot. She doesn't even take off the weekends. Exactly. Like, even when you work, somebody, like, not everybody, okay? Some people don't get any days off. But when you run your own business, okay, especially when you get to success level, as far as you start bringing in a relatively great income, and it doesn't even have to be the best, but a good enough income to where you can put enough money aside and go and take a vacation somewhere, or to a point where you don't have to go live streaming. To me, when you start off on YouTube, it's more of a passion. I love coming live. I love talking to you guys. I love just having these types of discussions. That's fun to me. Just a whole bunch of people having an intellectual, just putting our minds together and giving our opinions about things. This is what I was made to do, but it's a passion. It has to be your passion, okay? And with Katie, I don't think it ever was a passion of hers. Maybe in the very beginning, but then it becomes all about money. When it becomes all about money, you start getting greedy. And to me, when you are getting a good enough income to where, if I'm running my own business and I'm getting a good enough income, you better believe I'm going to be taking a vacation for myself. everybody should take some time out for themselves, and not only for yourself, but especially if you have a family, you know, a family that loves you. It's hard for me now because even I've never really been consistent with this, because I feel like with YouTube, when you run into the wrong people or people who you thought were friends and were never your friends and stuff, it can bring you to a very dark place to where you feel like discouraged. It can discourage you. But then, of course, you have to pick yourself back up. And if this is something that you want to do, you have to fight through all that bullshit. I've been there. I was bullied my whole life, but especially in high school. So I was built for this shit. And at the end of the day, like, I would never, it's hard for me now because I'm being a lot more consistent, and I love doing this so much more than I ever have, because I feel like I'm surrounded around people who are amazing and who care and who have good intentions for me, which makes you feel so much more secure, right? But it's still hard for me because sometimes, like when my fiance gave our little guy a shower, well, he never had to do that. I always do that, okay? Because I'm mommy and I do that. But he did that because he wants me to come on here and hang out with you guys and be creative and come up with content. He's supportive, you know? I don't know how you could be that way to where you're going live consistently or you're putting out videos consistently. She makes good money. Why not take a little vacation for yourself and for your family? Like your family who loves you, and they probably respect the fact that she works hard. One thing I've always said about KJ is I do admire her work ethic. She has great work ethic. I'm not that type of person where I dislike somebody so much that I won't point out the positive things about them. But in the same sense, I think her work ethic has turned into more of just being greedy. You have not taken one vacation for yourself. Oh, welcome to the Glam Fam, Christy. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris 10. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. So take some time out, not just if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your family. Spend some time with your family. You know what I'm saying? So because she has not taken a break, and so I seen somebody say 4 years she's been on here, not one break. It just shows you how greedy she is and how she can sit here on YouTube and hurt people. And that's what she continues to do. That's why she's been in multiple lawsuits and counting, because she will be in more, you guys. If you haven't learned from the first one or even the second one, then you're never going to learn, okay? Eventually, though, you may think that you are invincible and these lawsuits are never going to take, but one day they are. You are going to be and encounter the wrong person one day. It is what it is. It's textbook. Her life's a mess and miserable. So she obsessed over others that seem more together to avoid her own dysfunction. She seems to hate women, kids, family that seem happy, obsessed with abuse. Wow. That's a good analogy for sure. Yes, thank you so much for joining the Glam Fam. Yes, Llama Girl is amazing. My mods are amazing. She's their only income, and she's raking up those attorney fees. She has to work constantly to pay her lawyers. I agree with that. But even prior to, she's been on here for 4 years, even prior to her getting lawsuits, you know, you would think that she would take even a couple days off. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody said, she doesn't even take the weekend off. Like, you know, COVID was her excuse when she was getting a ton of backlash. I think she used that excuse twice now. Oh, I bet. I know another creator that did that too. We have seen proof she is online 16 plus hours a day. That's too much. that's too much. And I understand that she is the only income, and when it comes to that, you have to work, you got bills to pay, and right, you got attorney's fees. But even prior to that, you know what I mean? Like, she's taken no break at all. I Googled begging for cabs. It showed hats. Thank you. Oh my God. I genuinely think she is a bit reclusive by nature. She doesn't take days out or trips away, even pre-COVID. So basically, she isolates herself a lot, which some people do. I'm kind of like that too, to a certain extent. Like, I'm a homebody, but there's a difference between being a homebody and just being a recluse. Like, we do go places, but in the same sense, I'm the type of person where I do like to be home. I don't like going places all the time. It's annoying to me. And plus, being in bigger crowds gives me anxiety. But like, we have a fair coming up. We're going to go to the fair, even though it's going to be so freaking packed. But we're going to go because you make those kind of sacrifices for your kids, you know? Yeah, a lot of her commentary is hurtful. I actually have stupid watching unless it's about shows I really like. Yeah. I'm shocked she hasn't cried about her lawyer fees. They have to be expensive, Betty, that's for sure. If she loves spending time with her family, she would. She seems to immerse herself in work instead. Yeah, I'm sure her family would love for her to spend time with them too. It seems she follows reality TV because it's more of a mess than her own life. That could be it. And I also think by her following reality TV, it could be an escape. Nobody that walks around hurting people like that is a happy person. Happy people and people who are content and happy with their lives, they don't go around purposely hurting people like the way she does. So she can't be happy. Oh, welcome to the Glam Fam, Phoenix. Welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for becoming a member. Misery loves company. KJ is very unhappy, in my opinion. That's why she gets into so much drama with everyone and their mama. Amen to that. I agree with that. From what I understand, her husband doesn't work. He stays home and takes care of their son, which is fine. It's okay for the roles to be reversed and for everybody has this whole cliche thing of that the husband is the one who goes and works, and that's the way it is in my home. Like, normally my man works, you know, but now he's not working because he's laid off. But regardless, he still, if it was vice versa, and if I was the one making the money, that's okay. But I think what's important is that you're still making sure that you are taking time out for your family and that your husband's not doing everything on his own, because if he's doing everything on his own, then he might as well be on his own. That's how I look at it. And that's another thing about Katie too. I'm so far behind on comments. Sorry, you guys. That's another thing about Katie too. I think it's important to understand that you want to immerse yourself in reality TV and this whole reality culture thing. And I think because she immerses herself in this, she gets lost and she doesn't understand that not everyone is a reality star. Okay. You just think that people who do reality TV, that they're not real people. And even they are real people. When you say things about them, they're real people. But I seriously think that KJ doesn't understand that you're dealing with real people here. Okay. Creator or not, reality star or not, they're still real people with feelings. And you cannot just go around saying hurtful and awful things and think that's not going to catch up to you one day. And like I said, KJ has stepped on a lot of people to get to where she is. And at the end, I agree with Shirelle on that. She stepped on a lot of people. And guess what? Who are all those people that you're going to meet on your way down? Every single person that you stepped on, you're going to meet them on your way down. It is what it is. This is the time when my allergies get really bad. Tia Symone, the nurses look after the boy. He has a YouTube channel and messes with wood all day, like making guitars. Oh, I didn't know that. I know that he used to be a singer or something. And I know that there's a lot of things that's come out about him too. And maybe one day we'll talk about that. She's been scamming at least 10 years on record with BS blogs asking for donations that she would give to families with sick kids. All old blogs still have her saying that it was a total scam. Wow. And that's something that Shirelle's World just mentioned too. You know, I think Shirelle said a lot in that video. I'm so glad that I found it. There's no excuse for that. When you don't get along with people in real life or online, that should be an indication you need to do some self-reflection. It can't be everyone else's fault all the time. Amen, Tori. Amen. She got him fired from his job. Really? Now, like I said, be careful what you say in the comments. Make sure that what you're saying in the comments, that you don't care where you're saying it if somebody was to screenshot it and put it up on their screen and call you a liar, okay? I'm not saying you're a liar, but other people would. Whatever it is that you say in comments, I try to be very, very careful that I don't just take it and run away with it. Everything that I state is my opinion, and obviously you guys' opinion. We all have our own opinions, and we come together and share our opinions, and nothing is stated as fact unless I say it is. If I remember, she called into Todd's work and yelled at his boss. So yeah, he was fired. Holy crap. Well, that's horrible if that happened. She's not in touch with real life. That's what it seems like to me. I think with her, she looks at people like they're not, she like dehumanizes people. She looks at people as if they're not real, that we're all just these reality TV stars that you can just hurt, like Ms. Letitia and Ms. Wynette, and just all the people she's hurt, you know, throughout her YouTube freaking career. This is the legacy that she's leaving behind. You know, one day, don't you want to look back and say, wow, I've done so many great things for the world? And I think it has to do with KJ being an atheist and not believing in anything. Like, you think you don't have to answer to somebody, but there's always somebody, okay? That's just my opinion. Does anyone remember the video she made about firing her son's nurse because she was questioning her parenting? And so she fired her, and the nurse was her son's best friend, and he was so upset. Oh, I bet. And that's going to happen when you have nurses coming in your home. You know, they're going to be watching you, and if they feel like you're not doing something right, of course they're going to say something. That's they're mandated by law to do that. They have to. So why is, like, my mouse is just not working good at all. I don't know what's going on with it. It's like I have no control over it. I don't remember that, but I'm sure because she used to, like, you guys remember, the funny thing is, I bet Katie thinks she's 15, doing good in the world. She definitely thinks something. I think she does think she's doing good, but in my opinion, no. She's got a lot of self-reflecting to do, like I said. You know, all these people, once they start saying the same thing about you over and over again, I do think that you should do some reflecting. And it's not as if, you know, we're all taught to really not care what people think of us, you know? But in that same sense, when people are saying horrible, horrible things about you, saying that you hurt people and you say hurtful things and you dox people and you bring up people's past and use it against them, but you don't want nobody bringing up your DUI, right? When you do those types of things, like I said, you should always think about the legacy that you're leaving behind. Always. The legacy that you're gonna leave behind. I don't think it's because KJ is an atheist. I think, darn it, it gets lost. Okay, I think Her and her husband are just terrible people. KJ also has something very, very wrong with her. I agree, Tim Reynolds. I agree 100%. I think it definitely has to do with her as a person. But I also think with a lot of people who are atheists, that's why I've always been that type of person. And this is no offense to anyone who is an atheist, because not all atheists are like Katie. There are people who do great things for the world, who are outstanding members of society, and that doesn't go around purposely hurting people, and that strive to be good people on the inside out. But the point is that I know atheists, like I said, who do all those things. But when I think of Katie and the way that she hurts people, I do really genuinely feel like it has a lot to do with her believing in nothing. Okay. And her not trying to be a good person. I think not even trying to be, for goodness sakes, at least try to be a good person. But I think it does have a lot to do with her not having anything to believe in. That's why I've always said people should believe in something. But it doesn't really matter, because people who don't believe in anything don't act like her. I do think she's a horrible person. But I also think that KJ walks around like she's invincible. And that's because she thinks that she is, that she's always going to win the lawsuits, and that she's never going to be held accountable for her actions and the hurtful things that she does to people. I really, truly believe that has to do with her being an atheist, and she doesn't think that karma exists. At least it doesn't exist for her. That's just my opinion. I'm agnostic. I'm going to say that right. Agnostic. I'm sorry. I'm agnostic, but even I know there's something out there we will have to answer to. It's selfish to think we're done. We're alone. I'm sorry. And that's true, Stranger Clegan. And the thing is that I always say this, and we'll talk about this one day too. I always say this. We, as a society, we would have to be very, very vain to think that we are the only ones who exist in this world. She seems very vengeful anytime someone tells her no. Absolutely, Tim Reynolds. I really do think that we would have to be very, very arrogant people, too arrogant, if we think that we are the only ones who exist. And I'm talking about aliens, all those types of things. Yep, I believe in all that stuff, y'all. But like I said, I have people that I've associated with. I have people that I was cool with that practice witchcraft. I have people who were Satanists. And Satanists, people automatically think Satanist means that you worship Satan. No, it doesn't. For some people, it does. For some people, it doesn't. Everybody has obviously their own identity. And just because something says it doesn't mean that that's exactly what it is. I knew a Satanist. My fiance's friend was a Satanist. And it doesn't mean what we think it means. But it does mean that for others, like Luciferians and all that type of stuff. Like, nothing is ever what it seems, you guys. And he was the type of Satanist where he believes in, the sun, the moon. The sun has the energy, the moon has energy, the stars have energy, he believes in the environment, he believes in those types of things. So everyone's different. And like I said, when you don't believe in nothing, and I'm not saying this for everybody, but when it comes to people like Katie, I really do believe that she uses that as an excuse to get away with the things that she gets away with. And I believe me, it's very true, because I do know people who are bad people and who are atheists and who don't believe in karma. They don't believe in any of that shit. And because they don't believe in it, they don't think it's going to happen to them. They don't believe that karma exists. And I just believe that Katie's one of those people. Poor little boy. Unnecessary feeding tube. How cruel. That's awful. I don't know anything about that. I don't know the whole story behind that, so I don't want to say too much about it. KJ poked fun at the Duggar's husband for not working. The hypocrisy is thick. Amen. Any child that is born with disabilities immediately can get Medicaid. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's very much true. Imagine the day when she off YouTube and she's going to sit there and look at her own world. Realize no one will give her sympathy or believe her. That's going to be a wake-up call. I agree. Pagan, yes. Yes. Like my fiance's best friend, he wasn't his best friend. They were friends. They worked together. And I was actually going to interview him one day because a lot of people think Satanists, you worship Satan. And that's not the case. It means different. It means different for different people. Oh, this mouse, I swear. It's like somebody took control of my mouse or something. The fuck? Now it's not working at all. Bored housewife. Tia Symone KJ wrote about it herself, reading the feeding tube. I'm going to have to do my own research on that. I've never really digged in deep when it comes to that. I just remember her talking about things, and even her talking about things recently. And then also remember the channel that she used to have, KJ Live or Katie Joy Live or something like that. I wonder why she stopped filming on that channel. And she used to film on that channel just to get ready with me. I think obviously KJ has probably been advised that she shouldn't have those type of channels, and she probably shouldn't go on Instagram and just say stupid random shit like she always does, because it gets her in trouble. She has mentioned him having a feeding tube, but what for? My sis has cystic fibrosis and needed a feeding tube because her condition caused her to not gain weight. Wow. Prayers to your sister. She wrote about it on Pathos. I will try to find the article for you. Thank you, Llama Girl. Just another troll. I think deleting that comment off her KJ, deleting that content off her KJ Live channel was part of the Tati settlement. That's what I heard. Really? Huh. Because she spewed even more hate on that channel. Okay? A lot. She said she hates Mother's Day and her son's birthday. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. She said that. That's just horrible. Yes, Llama Girl is always in the description of my channel. Hello all. I do believe that God does and can put hiccups in our path to make us wake up. Sometimes, like KJ, she is going to be humbled the hard way. To her knees, God bless us all. I agree. I do. Not believing anything doesn't, like I said, it doesn't exempt you from karma. And unfortunately, I'm sure a lot of people have tried to warn her about the way that she treats people. People warn her every day. I try to. And the sad part about it is when people give her the benefit of the doubt, which is including myself. I've tried to give KJ the benefit of the doubt many of times, and it just blows up in my face. Some people just don't have a filter, and when that is combined with an inflated sense of importance, entitlement, and feelings of superior intelligence, it's not a good combination. Tori, you nailed it with that, girl. You are spot on. She definitely is that person that thinks, even the way that she handled that whole panel with BX Beast Boy, it's like she literally thought she was inferior to him, and he put her in her place by being calm, speaking very intelligently, trying to have a civilized productive conversation with her, but you can't have a conversation with someone. You cannot have a productive conversation with someone. You cannot have a civil conversation with someone who literally lacks empathy, who lacks emotions. You can't have a conversation with someone like that who lacks accountability. When two people who don't like each other are able to have a conversation, you have to bring to the table accountability, because one person isn't always completely innocent. That's just not the way it works. Unfortunately, it's not. Unless you don't do or say anything at all, you still contribute to the fact of if you're going a tit for tat with somebody, and you have to own your shit. But she would never own her shit. Literally, her whole disposition, she was combative. She was literally everything that she was accusing BX Beast Boy of, which goes back to her projection and deflection. And that's all Katie does. And that's why I want to take it back, because we all know that KJ is the master of throwing people's past up in their face, using people's past mistakes against them. So she needs to be held accountable, and people throw her past up against her. You have done so many problematic things throughout your YouTube career, and you continue to do so. So it's good to take a trip down memory lane and see how much this person has not changed, but got worse. I think it's important to go over these things. So I'm excited about it. And for some creators, there's more evidence than others. But I'm going to break down and try my best to talk about every creator that KJ has gotten into it with. I don't care if it's a fucking month-long series. I don't care. I'm still going to do it because I think it's important. I so appreciate you. You're very kind. Big hugs. Charlotte talks about you a lot. Yes. Llama Girl is amazing. Koala Lover it is pretty easy to do it. It tells you what to do step by step. But I'm always here if you have questions. But yes, if you guys are talking about Twitter, Twitter's very easy. It's very easy to set up an account. It tells you everything that you need to do. Everything that you need to do, it'll tell you. Not hard at all. But you guys are absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed that little live stream. Sorry about some of the technical difficulties, but hey, that's life. That's live streams for you. Very, very unpredictable. That's all I can explain about live streams. They are unpredictable. Who builds a basement apartment for your child to live in as an adult? My son is autistic and will live with me even when... What is that? Even when he's an adult. But I'll be damned. Oh, God. Sorry. Comments go up. They go fast sometimes. But I'll be damned if I put him in a basement. I agree. I don't feel like an autistic child or even adult should be in a basement unless he wants to be. But I didn't even know she did that. Like Toad. Like Todd Chrisley said, her past, her taxes, fundraisers will be exposed and be public record after discovery. He said he had already done research, etc. So I believe this goal is to expose her truth. Exactly, because how is it fair? She exposes everyone else's. You know, she holds herself as if she's this holier than thou, creator that does everything right and everybody else does everything wrong. So I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be done to her, right? And you know what? It's really sad that Todd Chrisley had to do all the things that he did as far as, all of the embezzlements and things like that. It sucks because I actually like Todd Chrisley. I think I like his attitude. I think he's funny. I've always thought he was funny. Me and my mom used to really enjoy watching him. But at the end of the day, You know, you got to be held responsible for your actions, but it doesn't take away from the horrible person Katie is. And I do think she should be exposed, you know, all of her truth. If she can go out there and talk about the Duggars, and she talked heavy shit about Todd Chrisley, now she's talking about someone who she was friends with, which is Todd's daughter. Okay, Todd's estranged daughter. Like, it's on and on and on with her, and I don't see anything wrong with exposing it. I don't. Like EDB says, WAP, we are professional. When it comes to live streams, there is always going to be issues. Absolutely. I am not a professional live streamer, and even if you are a professional, there's still going to be issues. Always going to be technical difficulties. It's very hard to see the mute button because you have like this screen right here. And sometimes, especially when you're playing something else, there's another screen, so it covers up the mute, so you don't see it. So sometimes you forget to unmute yourself. Shit happens, okay? And it's always going to happen. I'm grossed out by the cat box. Just ew, surprised. Her hubby doesn't say anything about it. My husband would freak out for sure. What's wrong with the cat box? Latavia 1111. You put that in here a lot. Latavia 1111, which I'm going to say that's probably the time where you are. It's 2:11 here, so, but you always come in here and put 11:11, and I'm thinking that's also a Bible verse too. A person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of gods or gods, he is committed to an atheist. That's, well, the litter box in her bedroom. I seen that. Yuck. I never seen it before. She doesn't have a relationship with her family and has no friends. What's the common denominator there, KJ? Exactly. And it still is kind of sad, you guys. Like, it's sad that somebody is so like mean and vindictive, and that's this type of person where literally nobody wants anything to do with her, you know? And I think that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, to live your life to where you don't have not one friend. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't have a lot of friends, you know, because I feel like my fiance is my best friend. My boys are my bestest friends, my 3 boys. I do have people that I talk to outside of here, like, you know, Sparkle, I think is amazing. Goose is amazing. I think you guys are amazing, but I'm just saying, I think it's sad when somebody has nobody, but in the same sense, I do know that it's KJ's fault, but that's just the kind-hearted person that I am. I still feel bad, you know, that somebody can be so miserable within herself that she spreads misery around and nobody wants to be around her, you know. 1111 means make a wish, and I believe it is a Bible related. I do, because she comes in here all the time and just puts 1111. Hey, buddy, all the time. Teaya, I will send you the pic of the cat litter box. The 4 cats also sleep in that room. The bed sheets were posted the other day, and they are revolting. Wow. 11. Okay, I read that. I love you, Sparkle. She's always saying she doesn't care what people think about her, then complains and loses it when somebody talks about her. So she's absolutely doesn't care. I do feel like she's a person. The fuck is wrong with that mouse? I do feel like she is a person that doesn't care. Like with me, I am very picky. I keep my circle very small. And the reason why I keep it small is because, first of all, I'm not a cliquey type of person. You know, those girls that always travel in the cliques. I've never been like that because I was never the person that was allowed to be a part of the cliques, for one, because I was bullied all through high school. But I think when you have those types of cliques, it makes you look like a mean girl in a certain sense. So I've always been a loner, but not because I'm a mean person. It's because I don't take any bullshit. Okay. When I see that you do some underhanded things to me, sometimes I may say something to you. Sometimes I may not. Okay. But if I don't say anything to you but you still stay around, that means I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. That's just how I work. People who describe my personality will seriously say that I am the most unpredictable person, because I am. I'm very unpredictable, and I'm the type of person where I will drop you like a bad motherfucking habit if you do anything wrong to me where I feel like it's not worth talking about, okay? However, I am a very forgiving person, and I am the type of person where I think it describes me really good in that song that I always play, and it's in my intro, where I do have eyes in the back of my head, because I do. If I see you doing some sneaky shit or some underhanded shit, or you're purposely doing things to like try to make me jealous, I'm very observant. If you are trying to do something that I feel is malicious, or you're trying to hurt me, or you're saying things, or you're trying to pull things on me that you wouldn't automatically do, or that you wouldn't do to somebody else, I'm peeping you. I'm watching you, and that means you're on my radar, and one false move, you're out. Your energy is important, and I'm gonna end it on this. Your energy is important. It's important to protect your energy, okay? It's important to be very picky with who you give your time to, because at the end of the day, time is precious, and it should only be with people who are going to treat you kind, who is going to treat you with respect, and who has nothing but the best of intentions for you, just like you will have with them. And it's very important to protect your energy at all cost, at all cost. And with Katie, she's not trying to protect her energy. Okay. If anything, the creators who talk about her are trying to protect other people from having to be hurt, like everyone else that comes in contact with her. Some people take your kindness for weakness, but I always say, even in my quotes, people do take my kindness for weakness. They do. They think that I don't see things because I don't say something. I see everything. I may not say anything to you, but I always see it. And I always say that, just like I love that quote by Al Capone, because it's me to a T. If you treat me unkind, weak is not something that you're ever going to remember about me. I'm not a weak person. I'm kind, but I'm not weak. So ultimately, protect your energy at all costs. You know, you are important, and it's important to protect your energy from people, from vampires who will suck your energy dry, like KJ, if you let them. KJ, just because I don't like that woman doesn't mean I don't have empathy. It doesn't mean that I don't feel bad that she is a miserable person. But I would never say that KJ's happy. You can tell. She always looks mad. She barely ever smiles unless she's making fun of somebody. She's just not a happy person, and misery loves company. But at the end of the day, that still doesn't mean that I don't feel bad for somebody who is that miserable. You have to pray for people like that. It is what it is. But in the same sense, she will always get karma. Okay? It may not happen now. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen a year from now, but it's going to happen. She's not exempt from it. And the reason why I want to do this series is because I want people to see how she was even in her past. Because at the end of the day, I think it's going to put things into perspective for people who don't know KJ. And this is all new to them. And they're all sitting here like, why would she do this? I don't understand. Because she's been like this and she just gets worse. She's never going to change. Okay. It's going to take something drastic for KJ to change. And it's unfortunate. It shouldn't be that way, but that's the way it is. So we're going to continue to do this. If there is anything you want to send to me, you can send it in my email. It's always in my description. And I'm probably going to change my email, but I'll put it in my description because I want to email strictly for you guys, because at the end of it, I feel like it's easier that way. So you're going to see a new email in my description, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Thank you guys all for being here. You guys are amazing. You always make my night. This was fun. Unfortunately, karma full circle. Absolutely. Without a crystal ball's victim's voice. I love your name. I always enjoy talking to everyone in chat. Good night. And thank you guys so much for keeping it respectful in chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being respectful towards me. Thank you to my amazing mods. Llama Girl Sparkle. Love y'all. Thank you to everybody who became a member today for the super chats. Thank you so much. They mean so much to me. I hope you guys have an amazing night. I will be here tomorrow. This series is not going to be every single day. Tomorrow we'll be talking about something different, but we will continue to go on with KJ and the creators part 2. So I love you guys so much. Have an amazing night. Remember how beautiful you are or how handsome you are. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And hold on. This mouse, like, I don't understand what the hell is happening here. Something's not right. Now I have no control over my mouse. That's just perfect. I'm just going to have to use my mouse, this thingy. Okay. I love you guys so much. Deuces. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Getting tongue-tied here. Subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. Press the thumbs up button or thumbs down, whatever is on interaction. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold, behold, frostbite.